You've got Game Face, and this is Kerbal Space Program, Lunar Exploration Craft. Got some bad news. The last episode didn't record. In order to fix it, I deleted the craft from my save file. It seems that with that, Bob is also going missing. Not happy about it at all. But we're going to continue on. I believe this is going to be the last episode anyway. Maybe the second last. And we're going to get these guys on the Mun. And we're going to meet them up with the Mobile Science Laboratory. And they're going to go do some mobile science. So I think we should get working on that. Nothing to build. Everything is already built from the first episode, I believe. And off we go. Now I'm going to try to save as much fuel as possible on the way up here because I know I need the fuel to leave Mun. I also know I'm going to need a little more fuel than last time to actually land with the what am I looking for? The Mobile Science Laboratory on Mun. And of course, if we can't do that, that sort of defeats the purpose of everything. And we're basically just waiting out our 100. I'm pretty sure I could have actually, with the editing the save file, I could have probably figured out how to bring the craft back to Kerbal with the crew and start from scratch. But yeah, it just I don't have the time. I really don't. This is actually coming out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. so time is of the essence. I guess it would be a bonus if we could get to Mun in daylight. The last recording, the last attempted record of this episode did not allow for that. Good. Okay, now we're in space. So the last attempt did not allow for that. It brought me to the dark side of the Mun, and I had to land. It worked. There were some rough patches. Basically landed 1.5 kilometers away from the Mobile Science Laboratory and had to travel to it, which is fine. Okay, we got to burn 1:30. I'm going to time accelerate through that because, well, I just don't have the patience anymore. My actual recording hardware failed on me last weekend, so just got a constant buzzing sound in the audio, so I had to abandon that methodology and move on to another way of doing this. That did, though, give me a huge advantage, as that now everything is 60 frames per second, whereas the hardware solution wasn't capable of that, which again is something that I am quite surprised. Whoops, that was not what I wanted. Okay, so I believe that would be the closest approach there, so I just need to catch up to it. And I'm going to try to do as little of a burn as possible. So there's a Mun periapsis of 116K. That's us hitting Mun. 27K. Okay, that's where we're going. 27K is about as good as I could possibly need. And that burn is in 15 minutes. Let's get lined up. So, I think we're ready to burn. Better take it off target because we know what that can do. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, so now I have no fuel. Need to burn a little more, a little more, a little more. And there we go. I believe we are right on target. So, right now that's looking like I've got a 19-kilometer periapse. That's awesome. So the Mobile Science Laboratory right now is right there. We have daylight. I am going to add a maneuver here that will bring me into orbit. So basically that's our target. So when I hit this, I'm going to do a burn to bring myself into orbit, and I'm going to immediately switch over to doing burns to land right there. Really? You're going to fucking use all my fucking... Look at this. This is insane. It's going to use as much fucking monopropellant as possible to make that maneuver. It's just stupid. Just so everybody knows, this would not be the way a spacecraft would work. At all. At all. A spacecraft would make a fire of the RCS thrusters to begin the motion and stop. It would not continue to fire the RCS thrusters accelerating through the entire motion. It would also wait until prior to the, before it reaches the direction it's wanting to go, and it would basically fire the reverse of that initial thruster in order to stop the rotation. In this case, this seems to fire until it hits the node, and then go, oh, the node's the other way, and then turn around and fire the other way. Not ideal at all. So we got a burn in 30 seconds here. I should make an adjustment to this. And that should be my adjustment. I got a burn immediately. And it's 18 seconds. It's a big burn. Pretty close. I'm not, well, maybe I am. That's okay. So we are on target. Basically, we just can't see it yet. I'm going to get into my retro. Great, because that's where I need to be in order to do this maneuver. Holy fuck. Unbelievable. Again, use all my RCS, why don't you? We can always just make more, right? Right? Infinite supply type situation. Unlimited RCS. So just use it haphazardly. Electricity, of course, I don't mind it doing this, because of course there is a rotary wheel in here to allow for non-RCS style maneuvering. But whatever the case may be, I need to set myself up for a landing. And that's going to be in about 5 minutes. We're going to do that burn and get down onto mine. So I believe this is our target. So I'm going to wait till about here. Another 30 seconds here, and then I'm going to do a big burn. I don't know what all these things are. One's the debris from our last one. One's the flag I planted. Okay, bringing it in, bringing it in. It's 11 kilometers away. I believe I'm going to be landing in the dark. I do have lights specifically for that. No, no, no. So we're 10 kilometers away right now. We're quite a ways away right now. I need to take this off so that I can do some manual maneuvering here. It's too bad I can't like auto align with the vessel, but you can't, so. So we're making a slight adjustment to our orbit here. It is traveling this way, so we should be okay. And I'm going to stop it now. So we're going back up. And we'll re-peak and come back down, and that's when we'll start making our landing maneuver. I do want to be almost coming up straight up and down over the module, because if I'm not, oh, fucking hell. Really? Are you really that fucking incapable of fucking... Oh, look at this thing. Look at that. Like, it's inexplicable. Is that the only thing that makes this game have any challenge at all? Is that the SAS doesn't work properly? So we got about 45 seconds before we got to do anything here. I'm gonna wait till our lab is like 2 kilometers away. And then we should be good. That's one thing about Kerbal Space Program. You know, there's not a lot to this vessel, which is good. But because there's not a lot to the vessel, I'm actually getting like over 100 frames a second. Okay, we have to slow down. Now, I'm not going to be as close as I'd hoped, but that's fine. I'm seeing the ground. That's not good. I need to get rid of this shit. Okay, so we're going back up. Not part of the plan. Not part of the plan. I'm not going back up. I need landing gears. I'm coming down. What I should have brought was the unit with the rovers on it, so I could have actually brought one of my guys and actually had him basically drive to the science laboratory. So I'm slowing down here, slowing down. We don't want to hit too hard. 4, 3, 3.6, 3.5. I'm not sure how far exactly I am. I do know that I'm not pointing in the right direction. And here's the ground. And don't. Oh! Did it! Awesome! Okay. And that didn't require... I didn't quick save once. Because that's, that's basically what got me stuck the last time. Was I quick saved and I could not revert the flight after I had discovered that things were not recording. And I was screwed. There was no way out. So... Hanbus. Our friend Hanbus is going to go get... the rover. And in order to do that, I think he's going to do a little bit of a flying EVA. Now I don't want to crash into it, so I am going to try to land here and figure out how to get in. I need to get up on top to get in. And there we go. And we are ready to go. So now we can bring this back to our launch craft. And I have to admit, last time I did this, it didn't look as nice. It was pitch black, which pointed out a serious flaw in the mobile science laboratory, being as it doesn't have any lighting. I'm just gonna have to make a note that anytime I launch a new craft, there's like a number of things that I should do before I actually let it go. One of them being lights. We're getting a little bit of sunlight here on the bottom of this crater, so that's good. But I think by the time I get up to the LEV, we'll be in almost complete darkness. And I should probably stop now because I am going 11 meters per second and I would just crash into it. Let's get some light on this. I'm kind of concerned I don't see the craft, but whatever. I think that's it. We got our guys on Mon. We got our mobile science laboratory. Everything is together. Everything is working the way it should be. I'm Gameface. This was Kerbal Space Program, Lunar Exploration Craft. If you liked it, click the button. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.